looking for inspiration and tips? Great. Hello, all of our lifetime learners. We have those tips and they're very actionable on the today, especially on the Business of Life Masterclass podcast, the show for people who thrive on opportunities, drive to get results, and seek input and ideas to quickly incorporate in life and business. Barb Zant here, media sales leader and founder of the lifestyle brand State Work Mom.
Hi, everyone. It's Debbie Lundberg, performance and mindset coach with Presenting Powerfully. So, Barb, you'd ask about having something special for February. I think because it was your idea, you get to kick it off with the alliteration that we're using.
Hopefully. I am excited about our bonus episode for all of our listeners and viewers today. And the reason behind it is something resonated with me and something that you had put on all of your social medias. And it's the 4 4s of February and a life update from Debbie Lundberg.
The 4 Fs of February is what you'd ask about.
What did I say?
The 4 4s.
The 4 4s. Yeah.
That's okay. We'll go with the 4 Fs. That's okay. Yes. So thanks for asking on that. It was what sparked it was in our life update. It's been about 500 days since, the very disrespectful Hurricane Helene took everything from us, but we were down and that out, of course. And we decided in our updates to have a little bit of fun with this terrible situation and use F words, but not offensive, F words. Yeah. Not offensive F words. So we did footers and foundation. And when we picked out our flooring, and then we had 4 hours with an amazing electrician who came up with all kinds of great ideas. And he said we could use fantastic for him. So we said, we're using 4 as the word, but it was really cute because people have gotten on board with it. And almost everywhere we go within the area, or when I fly to clients, they're asking, what's your next F word? So we're glad that it's a bit entertaining because, in these challenging times, and everybody has them, it's not as though we're the only ones with challenges and opportunities, to bring some humor into it. So I'd say the first F word we can use for February as we launch this is think of fun and funny. And there is some, humor is not an F word, but the fun and funny aspect of life is if we aren't willing to see the fun and have fun and make fun out of things, not make fun of people, but make fun out of things, then we're really missing out because we're not always dealt the hand we want. And yet we can have fun playing the hand we have if we allow ourselves to. So I'd say that's a good F word. And then thank you, Barb, because you were kind enough to share that the impact that one of the Coach's Corner tip had on you. And it's really fixing instead of fretting. So the fixing aspect is we tend to get concerned or even worried or consumed by something that's happened or not happened. And that's fretting. And it's really wittering away our time and our energy. And it's not productive. And we all have the right to our feelings, of course. That could be another F word, feelings.
Yes.
This feeling of disappointment is okay to have. It's not okay to cling to or to let it spin into that fret. So if we give ourselves a minute or two and then say, okay, how can I fix this? Or how can I focus? The focus is another F word. How can I fix what's happening? How can I contribute to the fix? Who can I get involved for the fix? And if your mind goes to fix, your mindset and your performance shift towards fixing instead of fretting. So that was that tip. And you're right. It got some nice traction and some messaging on that. And then the focus. And that really is how, if what we focus on is what we give attention to. And, we often say what gets our attention gets our time. The attention aspect is truly focus. So if something's over here getting our attention and we turn to focus on it, then that's where we're going to drive all of our energy and effort. If though this is over here and we stay focused where we are, this eventually goes away.
Yeah.
Because the clear lanes of our focus. Now, it doesn't mean you want to be so narrow. What I mean by that is focus on the goals you have, focus on your purview, focus on what you can impact, because then your focus doesn't get the distractions. You might notice out of the corner of your eye, so to speak, but you're not going to allow it to become your new focus. So there's all of those. There's fixing and fun and focus and the not fretting. So I think we talked about other ones. So as I'm excited to share it, please bring up the others that you wanted me to talk about.
Well, the one that resonated with me is the one that you talked about is fixing versus fretting. And that
Mhm.
immediately, if I shifted my mindset. And so I wanted to really make sure that that was brought home. And then finish.
Finish.
And these are all the action things that, help us with that focus and clearing our goals.
Yes, it is the finish. So it's not saying something. I know we're into February, and I just wrote an article and it published the article throughout all the social medias too. Is we really want to think about evolution instead of resolution in January and how we evolve. And so you're choosing that
Love
word
that.
finish. Thank you. Really, really clicks for February because we'll often start something, and there's this thing called Quitter's Day, and this year it was January 9th. So people establish their resolutions between typically December 27th and January 2nd. And then by January 9th, most people have quit, apparently, or stopped doing them if they did them at all.
Oh
So
my
when you,
gosh, 9
yes,
days.
it's called Quitter's Day. I'd heard of it. I admit I didn't know that it was really a true thing. And then I searched it and certainly got some co-pilot assistance on learning a bit more. So this year it happened to be that January 9th, which was the second Friday of the new year. And utilizing the word finish, if you're tempted to quit, if you're tempted to stop, think, what can I do to get closer to the finish? And so that F word for our February F words is, it's not that you can do everything this second to finish. It's that, again, mindset. What can I do to get one step closer to finishing? How can I get this finished? Now, certainly in the life update, we'll have finishes. That was one of ours for the house.
Yes.
It's getting closer and closer to finish. And it's not trying, it's doing. It's not, oh, I wish I could finish. It's this action will get me one step closer to finish. And there are days, Barb, where you and our life listeners and everyone who are great to have in our world, it'll feel like you're not making progress. So if it feels that way, stop yourself and say, what's one thing that I can do and will do and am doing that's getting me closer to the finish? Because if we lose sight of that, it's no fun. We're not fixing it, and we're not focused. So you're
And we're
right.
definitely not finishing.
And we're definitely not finishing. So having that idea of it can be fun, we can fix instead of fret, we can keep our focus, and we will get to the finish is all about the belief and optimism that it takes to move through sometimes something as simple as a day or a week or an entire February. And we can carry that forward in the months to follow as well.
Well, as we finish this episode, we want to thank our listeners for tuning in on this bonus episode of the Business of Life Masterclass. You can follow Debbie and me on Instagram and Facebook at the Business of Life Masterclass, me on Instagram at the Stay at Work Mom, and Debbie Lundberg is Debbie Lundberg everywhere. If you like what you heard, please download more. Subscribe for future updates, and we'd love it if you would share our episodes. We are committed to providing you with 5-star guests and inspiration, and we'd love a rate of 5 stars. We appreciate you spending time with us on the podcast for successful people, embracing every chance to accomplish and experience all you can in business and in life.
Listen, choose, do. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you have ever thought, gosh, I'd like a collaborator, I wonder what else I could do, it's likely that the answer is a coach. Hi, I'm Debbie Lundberg, Performance and Mindset Coach with Presenting Powerfully. And if you would like confidential coaching to drive you to the next idea, the next role, or even to figure out your own brand, please reach out to us at Presenting Powerfully, 813-494-4438. Thank you.